Yeah.
On the National Science Day, we have with us Dr. Gagandeep Kang. Dr. Gagandeep is a well known Indian scientist, works on diseases, and she spoke about pandemics and infodemics. Dr. Gagandeep, what is this infodemic and how is the world being affected by it?
An infodemic is when information goes viral, when it spreads like a disease does, and usually infodemics are those that carry bad news or misinformation.
And how can it be controlled? And where are we seeing this today in rampant proportion?
We see infodemics in a number of different fields. Most recently, we've been seeing it with the spread of the novel coronavirus. And this has been around the fact that people are talking about where did the virus come from? How did it suddenly become a threat? Why is it spreading so quickly? The fact that people are potentially hiding disease. All of these are viewed as conspiracies that have arisen because of deliberate actions on the part of certain people. The only way to counter such infodemics is to make sure that you have a counter narrative in place, accurate information that is available quickly from credible sources.
And who is responsible for this counter information which has to be given out?
You and the media are, because it is the media's responsibility to the public whom they serve to give them information that is correct and that is not necessarily contributing to fear mongering as infodemics do.
Don't you think people like you also have a responsibility to come out and speak to the media and not wait for the minister and the secretary and the juniors in the departments to give permissions? Because that is how India runs. Unless the senior most person gives clearance, nobody talks. So don't blame the media. I think you also have some responsibility, Dr. Kang.
I agree with you. We do have a responsibility and we should be out there and talking to the media. So I've been responding to journalists a fair bit, but there's always more that we can do.
But have we seen this uh, infodemic in India? Because we are seeing it globally. In this, especially COVID-19, are we seeing any kind of an infodemic like you have said in India?
We are. I'm already hearing rumors of people talking about why, the Chinese always get these diseases because the Chinese eat certain kinds of food. We will never get it in India because most of us are vegetarian. There are other things that are being said. This is a bioterrorism weapon. It was developed in a lab in Wuhan. Those people in Wuhan are working with other people in India. We might see other new diseases emerging. The infodemic is here in India as well.
And what do you do to counter it?
I keep talking to people, writing about it, and making sure that there is accurate information being dispersed as far as possible.
On this National Science Day, the theme was Women in Science. And you, in a way, have made history by speaking at the plenary hall of the Vigyan Bhavan. Any message for women in science? The President of India said only 15% of the workforce in India is from the gender women.
I think women don't believe in themselves, don't believe in their capability as much as they should. So if I have a message for women, it is to believe in yourself and to put yourself forward for positions of leadership. Too frequently we don't do that, but we can lead and we will.
You are a living example of leadership.
I certainly hope so, and I hope to do more in the future.
More than that, you also gave us the rotavirus vaccine. And to come from a stable, from your expertise, I think women should be very proud in India.
So the rotavirus vaccine is not my story alone. I am a rotavirus researcher. I did a little bit on the rotavirus vaccine, but it was really Dr. Bhan's leadership that led to the first rotavirus vaccine being made. There is now a second one made in India, to which I also contributed. But no vaccine is made by one person alone. It's always a team. all of science is teamwork.
Any message for young women who want to join science?
It's just so much fun to do. You won't understand how happy it can make you to frame a question and solve it yourself till you actually do it. So come and join us.
So that was Dr. Kang when she made history by speaking at the plenary hall of the Vigyan Bhavan, which is India's landmark conference hall. And she spoke of two important things, women in science and also this new threat called infodemics. In New Delhi, Pallava Bagla.